What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another bonus edition of the Presidential Executive with my homie brother over here, Rag. It's your boy over here, JB the Exec. And we got a dear friend of the show back here again for this pressing issue
It's family,
here.
family.
We got our boy, Young Veli, in the building.
World famous international.
World
Do
famous.
we back in here with my family, man, with my guys, man. So
Yeah.
it's always a joy. Dude, he drinking, he taking a sip. Dude, let's just clap like nah.
Yeah.
I was listening to my playlist yesterday, and man, a dude I know, he had a song and man gave you a shout out, and it's an older like jump, but he was like, and this when you was still going by Young D, but he was like, man, Young D told us back at like, I'm like, I know who he's talking about, and I just thought I was like, man, I'm gonna have to tell you next time I see you.
Who was it?
I don't know, you remember Say Jack?
Say Jack.
Yeah.
Raleigh, right?
Pat.
Yeah,
Yeah. I remember Pat.
It was on I think it was his album either Rapping for the Hell of It or Rapping for Respect, one of them, but he had a song on there
Pat.
where he
I remember Pat.
Yeah, he
I
had
met
said
Pat
gave you a shout out.
through Jay Ringo. You remember Jay Ringo?
Yeah. Nah, man,
how-
stayed down the street from me, man.
That's
Grew up,
how I
yep.
met Pat, because Krishanda, his wife,
Mm-hmm.
we went to school together.
Okay.
So she came to me, man, my baby dad and him and his partners, they got a group or
Yeah.
whatever, and that's how they end up happening.
Mhm.
But yeah, cool.
See, so
brothers.
y'all, it's a family reunion in here.
Yeah.
As y'all know, last time he was here, we was talking about his album. His album actually going to be coming out at some point soon. And when that does, we'll be giving y'all
we'll be back again.
the tidbit and everything on that. But today we're here for this bonus content, man, to talk about kind of what's been going on with Kyrie and a lot of the things that's been going on with him in the NBA and the basically the Jewish community and stuff like that. Because I know Veli has been loud, on social media about it.
You've been loud as well.
I've been a little loud. You know what I'm saying? Not as loud as I could be, but
And I've been loafing.
you know what I'm saying. And rag has been rag. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's
My silence can often be misinterpreted, but never misquoted.
it can be.
It's never misquoted.
But you have a platform.
Yeah.
You know what
but
I'm
that's what I'm
saying?
saying.
To
You
where
can't
you don't
misquote. You can't misquote my silence though.
Right.
You can misinterpret it, but you can't misquote it.
You right about that. So
Because that's what Kyrie getting in trouble for now. He's being misquoted.
yeah, being a lot of things. So I don't.
Yeah, he's just being flat out lied on.
Yeah, and I want to get this started because I don't want to prolong it too long. I want to have a good chop up with us. Everybody kind of get their thoughts. Definitely, Vela, I want you to do what you do. Rag do what he do, and me chime in as needed. But first, I think we can talk about just why are we even talking about him in the first place. You know what I mean? Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. It started obviously you can start it from a year ago with the bang bang with the Pookie pack, but it really started with him putting out a tweet, sharing a documentary that's on Amazon Prime called Hebrews to Negroes, and he, to me, I didn't know nothing about it. I just heard it in the news, and I thought he actually said something about it. But then I just saw he just shared something. He didn't put it in context or whatever behind it. He just put a link out there to the actual film, and then that's where everything kind of blew up. So we can just go from there. So whichever one of y'all want to kind of chime in first, we can just go from there.
Because I got a lot to say.
Yeah,
I
I
know
know
you
it's
do.
like, I mean, you know me, like I don't agree with everything that everybody do. You know what I'm saying? Like it's been some stuff that Kyrie has done that like I'm just like whatever on. But one thing I've always appreciated about him, for the most part, is that he generally is a I said what I said type of person. So I respect somebody to where when it's not just because of some twisted how I grew up or whatever, but like that's your principle and you stand on that. Whether I agree with it or not, I respect the fact that you drew your line in the sand and that's where you at. And like as you just said, being flat foot lied on. Because again, when I initially heard it, I was thinking, okay, here we go again. But then when I actually saw, like, okay, all he did was put a link.
Right.
You know, he even came back and said, look, I'm not saying that everything in the documentary is true or that I agree with everything in the documentary, but it is some truth in the documentary. You watch it for yourself, you know, learn, grow from it. Basically, that's been his whole stance on it. And I mean, I said this a few weeks ago. Like, I just really hate the narrative that just because you disagree with something, it makes you anti. And I actually went, you know what I'm saying, and went to one of the Defamation League sites to actually see what it means to be anti-Semitic.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so unless what you're doing is causing people to persecute, to do harm, to, you know, bullying, that type of thing like that, that's not anti. Like you can be critical of what somebody is doing and it's not anti. According to the own definition of it. Now, if you're doing something, if you're putting out propaganda to try to persecute or try to do harm or something like that, okay, fine. But just to say, watch a documentary.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then again, like, nobody came after Bezos because it's on Amazon.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, nobody's coming after the guy who made it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And again, all he did was share a link. And then I guess because of social media and, like I said, all of that, and that's why I've kind of dialed back on just some of my personal stuff, because having a platform, as you said, I understand you're going to be opened up for scrutiny anyway.
Yeah.
And so I don't really have time to be responding to what type of food I like, what type of movies I like, what type of TV shows I like. If I disagree with a president or something like that, you know, some of that stuff, I just realized that when you open up that can of worms, you got to be ready for the dirt that come with it. Mm-hmm. Now, if this is what I did full time for a living, I woke up and I was just podding, recording, then I probably would. But, like, you know, I have 16-hour days. I ain't got time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna go back and forth with nobody. But I said what I said. You know, you can do what you want with it. You know, as Paul Mooney would say, if the shoe fit, wear it. If it don't apply, let it fly.
Now, if you had time, would you? If you had time.
If I had time. But that's the thing. I don't have time.
You had the time. You worked the 16 hours.
Yeah. And so even on my off day is my day to catch up doing everything else. I don't have time to spend that.
Yeah.
Like, who is Twitter? It's not real. Like, you know this, most of these people are not going to come and actually sit and have a real dialogue with you. So you arguing with people who that's when you're tough. Mm-hmm. That's when your nuts real big, when you on the internet, when you a little avatar, you know what I'm saying, or like the little hollowed out thing. I ain't got time to be arguing with folks like that.
Yeah, I'm a little different. Like, when I got time, but I think I put the analogy out there the other day, I think on Facebook, when just like my kids went to go see like the Buzz Lightyear movie. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And they liked the movie. You know what I mean? If I put out a link toward that movie, we like this movie, blah, blah, blah. Am I also promoting homosexuality, lesbians, and doing stuff of that nature? Like, we're reading between the lines when it comes to that stuff. You know what I mean? And if Kyrie actually says something else other than just sharing a link, I think maybe it'd be some validity to it. But he just put out a link, and so just like you said, like, assumptions started to happen, right? And so what kind of assumptions started to happen? The assumptions of the worst. They picked out the worst things that was in that 4-hour documentary, the worst things, and said that he agrees to that. You know what I'm saying? They didn't pick out the other thing. When they're saying like the Holocaust wasn't real, it didn't happen. You know, of course, nobody agrees with that. I don't agree with that, you know what I'm saying, per se. But was that the overall message of the documentary? You know what I'm saying? Or was it just a sidebar or something else? Like in the Buzz Lightyear movie, it wasn't about homosexuality, but it was a sidebar. It was something that was presented in there. You know what I'm saying? So it was, I don't like that, because to me, just like we saw what happened this time last year with the Bang Bang, you know what I mean? Like, it can look like these people are untouchable. Kyrie, they're in a different tax bracket, but if it can happen to him, it's going to weed down to everybody else below him. And so when I see stuff like that, I feel personally, you know, I need to say something. Now, whatever that is, you know what I'm saying? I think I can articulate myself to a degree to where, you know, I don't have to or need to offend somebody, but just like y'all know, people will take offense regardless of however you try to put fancy words or whatever in there. And I'm fine with that. You know what I'm saying? So I just think, you know, Kyrie has been, I think he's been little boy. You know, I think he's being, you know, treated, you know, like a child to a degree, and everybody else has been just kind of playing the game, you know, playing the game with it. And I believe a lot more people kind of feel the way I guess me and Veli do, as passionately, probably like in the NBA and stuff like that. But they're not going to say anything, you know, just because they like, hey, I don't want none of that smoke, which I can agree to that. And shout out to my boy Melanis. He done hit me up on a private message probably like an hour or so ago. Grew up with him. You know, he was like, JB, you know, just be careful. You know, he was talking about, you know, some of this stuff with Kyrie and whatnot, you know, but then I also put out to him, you know, I think they want us to not to be leery or be afraid to say certain things because X, Y, and Z can happen.
See, that's what I was waiting on one of y'all to say, that this what this whole thing is about.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I'm so upset about it, and why I'm so passionate about it, and why I feel like we got to stand up and speak up, because, bro, we got children and we're gonna have grandchildren that gotta grow up in this world, dog.
Yeah.
And so what they're doing right now, they're saying basically, we've been watching this brother stand up and basically try and enlighten and uplift his people. He took a stand on the vaccination. We ain't like that. We don't like what he teaching, and you know, about God and about waking the people up. So the sharing of the link was an opportunity for them to basically, like Charleston White said, drag him out in front of everybody else, and we're gonna have a public lynching with this nigga.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they doing. Like, I ain't even finna bite my tongue about it, and it's hurtful to me to watch people sit here and see what they doing. We all witnessing the same thing, and to watch no other athletes, no actors, no actresses, or nobody stand up for this dude. Nobody stand up for this dude. Like, before LeBron put his message out, I got a partner of mine that's real, he, you know, a LeBron fan. And, you know, we've seen LeBron come out and say stuff about when the owners say, have, you know, caught saying the word nigga, and the police shoot, this gotta stop, and all this. So I had text my dude. I said, man, bruh, I know Bron gonna come out and stand up. I'm waiting on this. And man, this man came out and cooned out. And folks like, bro, but why you saying he coon? I'm like, bro, the stuff they saying about Kyrie Irving is a flat out lie. This man got on here and said Kyrie Irving hurt people. How?
Right. That's my question.
How?
Yeah.
Like, it's all a lie, bro. And how are we sitting here watching this display and watching these people lie and go along with it? How did he hurt somebody by sharing the link? Then, bro, like you said, cause I'm just trying to get out my, cause I'm like, it's so much in me, bro. So like, my thing is, like, they saying that this man hurt people, and then you brought up the point that I was gonna bring up too. So you telling me that Kyrie Irving hurt people by sharing a link, right? By sharing a link, like you said, he didn't say anything about the Holocaust or none of that. He didn't even say anything about the stuff that's actually factual in the documentary about us being God's people and stuff like that. He didn't even say, he just shared the link. Simply shared the link. Mm-hmm. y'all running a narrative saying he hurt people by sharing a link, but you not highly pissed at Amazon and Jeff Bezos, who are profiting from something that you say is so hurtful to the Jewish community. It's hurtful. They was wearing anti-Semitic shirts at the game in front of Kyrie Irving for sharing the link. Now, when a company, a $1 billion company, has this link on their page for sale, you can buy it.
Yeah.
And y'all not outraged at that, but you outraged. Nah, you outraged because it's a black man trying to wake his people up. That's all it is. And then you got Barkley, Shaq, Stephen A, Skip,
Shannon,
all of them. I mean, yes, Shannon.
They know who write the check.
Conan. I'm talking about what they say. They call it buck dancing. They Conan.
Was it buck breaking?
Bro, listen to this, bro.
No, they tapped in.
Listen to this, bro. This is how evil the media is, bro. And this is how sick it is to watch Shaq and them do what they do. When Kyrie talked to the media, when it really spiraled out of control, the day that he talked to the media before the game, after the game, what was the narrative? That he didn't take responsibility. He didn't apologize. Mm-hmm. He didn't stand up and say that he stand against being anti-Semitic. Mm-hmm. This was the narrative, bro. Let me read you what Kyrie said, dog. This how sickening it is. And I took notes for this because I want the people watching to understand and see what's going on, because this is going to affect our children and grandchildren, what they trying to do. Like, this serious. Like, we really at war.
Yeah. Like,
people think this shit a joke, bro. We really at war, dog. And they ain't seeing it. Like, they really trying to, they know that black people on the cusp of really waking up and saying, man, fuck y'all. We don't need these folks. Now they trying to get control of this shit, dog.
Yeah.
Check this out, bro. This what Kyrie said. He said, I initially reacted out of emotions after being unjustifiably labeled anti-Semitic. What is that saying? If I'm saying I'm unjustifiably labeled anti-Semitic, what is that saying? I'm not anti-Semitic. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
Is that not what he's saying? He said, instead of focusing on the healing process of my Jewish brothers and sisters that were hurt for the hurtful remarks in their documentary. Did you hear what I just read? Let me read that again for y'all. Kyrie Irving said, I initially reacted out of emotions after being unjustifiably labeled as an anti-Semitic. Instead of me focusing on the healing process of my Jewish brothers and sisters that were hurt for the hurtful remarks that were in the documentary. The next day, Shannon Sharp and everybody got on TV and said, man, he didn't show no remorse or nothing. Skip, did you see? He bumped and said some Skip. He wasn't apologetic. He didn't apologize. You know what? They wanted their mind to say, I'm sorry, master. Master, I'm sorry. Like, it sounds funny, but this is serious. The commissioner came out and said that there was an unofficial apology. I did not hear the words, I'm sorry. I said, oh my God, they doing this shit right in our face.
Now, hold on, let me stop it right there. Since you brought up Adam Silver, I thought I would be interested to see the conversations of this being put on the table, which I'm pretty sure it's not. If y'all remember back 3 years ago, Daryl Morey, had a situation out there with I think China, and he had a tweet as well. He made a tweet out there going against the stuff that's happening, injustices that's been happening in China. At the time, they were going against Hong Kong or whatnot. And so he said something, right? But Adam Silver's response toward him, he ended up taking up for Daryl Morey's freedom of expression. You know what I'm saying? That's actually, maybe I just posted right there to see exactly his words when he came out with this tweet and they asked Adam Silver, what do you think about this? And being that China is one of the most important countries to the NBA as far as being a $1 billion company. You know what I'm saying? I think that's obviously known. And so the freedom of expression. So now when it comes to this Kyrie thing, I'm just
it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when he do it.
We gotta get finesse whole part.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? It's one of those situations. And so we don't hear anything like that. Now, given Adam Silver is Jew, he's a Jewish man. So maybe, you know what I'm saying, it's a different level for him.
Hold up, you can't say that. It's anti-Semitic.
Message. Oh.
Well, they can call me whatever they want to call me.
I
mean, I just, like I said, that goes back to what I'm saying. Like, and you read the quote, but that was kind of what I was referencing. Like,
the man,
you know what I'm saying? He didn't say anything anti-Semitic,
right? And he literally apologized.
I wouldn't have apologized for that
before he
apologized actually twice.
He apologized for but I'm not apologizing for the documentary.
Right. Right.
Exactly. He need to apologize for the document. Like, I'm not apologizing for something.
But look, that's what he said. When he said all that, he also added too. He was like, "But I didn't put this documentary out. It's not on my platform.
It's not me. I didn't fund it. You know what I mean?
I'm not making no money off of it. I don't have a vested interest in it other than some of the information.
My wife didn't understand because I was listening to his post game interview with my headphones on, and when he started talking, I just went crazy because I was like, stand on it, young king, because it fired me up because I'm like, man, bro, I ain't backing down.
Yeah,
we all watched this man not be basically be lied on, be stripped naked in front of the world, basically, for doing absolutely nothing but trying to uplift his people.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got coon ass niggas like Charles Barkley, Shannon Sharp, and Shaquille O'Neal attacking his man. Shaquille O'Neal had the nerve to call this man an idiot.
Both of them did, actually. Shaq and Charles did. And the crazy part about this, I just saw this. Like, I had to do more research to see if it's actually true, but it's been verified by a lot of others that I've seen. You know, Shaq owns a lot of movie theaters around the country, and one of his theaters actually played that exact documentary.
What about the
in his theater?
What about the Papa John's guy who got caught calling us niggas?
Right, but he doing business with him,
huh?
Shaq, we know Shaq and
that's the point I'm making.
Right.
So this is what I'm trying to get my people to understand how serious this is. I had somebody on Facebook tell me that they didn't care. It didn't have no effect to them.
It don't affect them.
It don't affect them. And then I had another person on Facebook comment on my post and say, "Bruh, you lost." And I say, "Yeah, bro, these folks lost." So he commented back and he said, "Bro," he was talking to me. He said, "Bro, so you think I'm lost because I don't care?" I said, "You definitely lost if you don't care." I said, "Bro, you got a son, bro. You got kids, bro. Your children probably gonna have children, and they gotta live in this world, bro." I said, imagine if our great grandparents and great aunts and uncles said they didn't care. We would still be in slavery on a picking cotton somewhere if they didn't care. Like, how can we go through all this oppression and still have the attitude of it ain't me? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a fight for all of us, bro, because the trickle down effect of it might not affect you today or tomorrow, but if we continue at the rate that we going, bro, like this shit might sound crazy, bro. We'll be back. We'll be slaves again, bro.
When I look at stuff like, to me, one of the reasons why I'm passionate about stuff like this is because when I see the domino effect, like if y'all remember a few years ago when they kicked Trump off Twitter, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people were up in arms, like, oh yeah, depending how you felt about the situation, like, oh yeah, kick him off, you know what I'm saying? He don't need to be da 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 da. I looked at it as, dude, these folks kicked off the president of the United States. So, what do you think they're gonna do to you? What do you think they're gonna do to me if we have anything other than what they want us to say on those particular platforms? You know what I mean? Like, and soon as after that happened, we was in the pandemic. And what happened in the pandemic? They were trying to get us to do certain things we didn't want to do. People losing jobs that they shouldn't have lost. You know what I mean? Like, all of that to me started when they kicked Trump off Twitter and basically was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the rest of you niggas in trouble. You know what I'm saying? If he can't do nothing, you know what I'm saying, with this, y'all ain't got no shot. So if we want y'all to take something, guess what? You gonna take it. If not, we gonna take your money away.
Bro, they said Kyrie Irving was promoting hate from sharing the link, bro. Trump whole campaign promoted hate, and he became the president of the United States, dog. Like, think about this shit, bro.
The complexion for the
this
protection,
man whole
for the
campaign was built on hate. This man even endorsed white supremacists.
Now, I wouldn't agree with that, but because you talking to somebody different when it comes to that. He don't, yeah.
Huh?
Rag, no, like that ain't a conversation we gonna have. But you know what I mean. But I would disagree with you as far as within that. But I would agree with you, like the same as with Kyrie. I believe that they're conjuring up certain things that's not factual. It was an illusion. Or they'll take bits and pieces of certain things.
Well, I heard him say, I heard him like in the speech,
right?
Back up. I heard that with my own ears,
right?
So that's not even nothing somebody told, like nothing, a sound bite that I got. I actually heard him say this,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And this man still end up becoming the president of the United States, bro. You know what I'm saying? And now y'all assassinating a black man's character for sharing a link. This man never said a word. He never wrote any words. And y'all, but the kid, that don't surprise me about white people, bro. They been doing us like this.
Yeah.
What surprised me is how guys like Barkley, Shannon Sharp, Shaquille O'Neal, how they went right along with it. Like them guys, Shannon Sharp said I ain't watched it and I don't want to watch it. Well, how you know what they saying even true then?
Right. That's another one of my points, because I was like, how are you arguing against something? First of all, it's a 4-hour documentary. Like, who's going to actually watch 4 hours? I'm not personally. Like, I've seen some of it.
Eventually.
Yeah, I've seen some of it.
I might have to break it up into 4 different days, but I'm over.
Right.
Bro, look at.
But it's a lot. All you gotta do is watch the trailer, though, to actually see the full overall message of the movie.
Bro, look at what they doing, though. Like, cause all of this is in the same with Kanye. All this in the same it's in the same. Bro, check this out, bro. These folks smearing Ime Udoka's name, bro, for having an affair, bro. A consensual relationship, bro. Why you ain't never seen the woman he had the relationship with?
And if anything, she was more wrong than he was, because she the one who was married.
Right.
I don't even care about that. Why you ain't seen nothing about this lady? Bro, you had I don't know the black lady name that's on one of the sports shows. I can't remember her name, but when Brooklyn started to say that they were thinking about hiring him,
yeah,
she made a statement and said, I wonder how the women that work for Brooklyn on field do they need to sit down and have a talk with them You act like this man raped somebody. He had a consensual relationship with another adult.
I think that was actually your girl, the dark skin.
Shanae.
Shanae, yeah.
Oh no, she didn't.
Yeah, it
I'm
was
disappointed,
Shanae.
Bro, when I said
I'm disappointed.
these people, like Coonan ain't even. I don't even know what the what another word is, but these folks done went past Coonan, bro.
Like good old
Who was that boy that was on Django?
Steven.
Huh?
Steven from Django.
Man, that's what they doing, bro.
Bro, it's, like I said, we can sit on here and really talk about this a lot. We're gonna talk about it some more, but to me, I get fired up. I think it's actually a good thing because now I see other people, at least on my timeline, younger people that has hit me up. You know what I'm saying? They're being more enlightened because they like, dang, like what's going on? You know what I mean? To where before, it might have went over their head or not even paid attention to it or might not have even commented on it, but it's so blatant that I think, it could potentially be a good thing for us overall if we actually kind of see what's going on rather than, just kind of not saying anything. And I want to also point out too that, just y'all tell me, it kind of sounds like to a degree like economic slavery. You know what I mean? To where it's like, hey, I want to say something, but it's like I don't want them problems. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of comfortable with my millions. I'm kind of comfortable, getting, kind of whatever I get.
I'm gonna play this for you. I don't know if you saw this on my page. But see, I'm finna show you how, like, bro, they just cooning, bro, because listen to this. Y'all listen to this. This is Keyshawn Johnson and Jason Williams. Listen to this.
Repeated failure to, this is a quote, unequivocally say he has no anti-Semitic beliefs, end quote. With Kyrie later issuing an apology for his social media post last week about a book and movie that feature anti-Semitic tropes. Kyrie had refused to apologize during a post-practice media session earlier Thursday, and the Nets subsequently said Kyrie is, quote, currently unfit to be associated with the Brooklyn Nets.
Like, to me, and you know me, Max, I don't get caught up in all of the Kyrie pre-this conversations that he's had or whatever he's gone through with his issues. But it sounds like to me, just from an outsider, that he's apologized like 3 or 4 different times, it feels like. I mean, it also feels like people are looking for a certain word to make it an apology, right?
Now, I played that because you seen how he articulated that? Like, that's all you had to do. Like, he didn't, go against Kyrie or whatever, but he said, hold up now. From outside looking in, it seems like to me he apologized 3 or 4 times. And it just seemed like to me, y'all people just looking for a certain word. That's how it had to be said, bro.
And that's the
I did look at it because I actually listened. I know you stopped it at some point, but I listened to, and Keyshawn even asked Max a question, and he was like, Max didn't say nothing. He was like, no, he said, he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I thought it was rhetorical. It's like, yeah, that actually is an apology.
Yeah, because Max didn't even, because he was like, I thought that was
I understood. Yeah, I knew it was an apology. Like, right. So
that's why I'm telling you.
And he's a part of that community.
Right. So that's why I'm telling you these folks cooning, bro, because Keyshawn didn't get out of line with them people, but then he didn't fall in line with them. He didn't go up there and say, yeah, Kyrie, he just wrong. He just, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to ask y'all this. Now, just play devil advocate for a minute. Like, can y'all blame them for what you call as cooning? But let's just say if we're in their shoes, we're comfortable. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different streams of income, millions of dollars. And so now, would you dip your foot into this pond?
Bro, I don't know no other way to be.
Facts.
And I done had, I've never been rich, but I've made a lot of money. But I've always been the same person with a lot as I am with a little. My dad always told me one thing. Money don't change people. It just magnifies who you really are. And when you think about that, that's all it does.
Yeah.
If you selfish with a
little bit, yeah.
I might not be able to see it because hell, you ain't got nothing to
share,
give.
right?
But I'll see it if you got 10 million and then you watching your brother over here starve because you don't. You just selfish. You know what I'm saying? So my dad always taught me that. So what Barkley and them doing? Barkley been cooning since we were kids. Like so many incidents. He been doing it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like a relationship, dog. You really find out what you got in a relationship when shit really go bad.
This is true.
You really find out if your man or your woman really with you, really down for you when shit go bad. And that could be, hey, we got together, man, dude was having a little something. He lost his job, he done fell off. We can't take trips. We don't do the fine dining no more. He done went broke. He having a hard time finding a job. This gonna show you who really real. And so that's what we seeing now. Like with LeBron, it's easy, bro, to stand up and say, I'm against the owner of the Cavaliers or the Clippers saying the N-word. It's easy to, you know what I'm saying? Like, who ain't gonna, like, in the public eye, like, ain't nobody gonna scrutinize him for saying he's standing up against it. Yeah. Because even if you got to think about it, bro, even if white people don't like him standing up for that, they don't want to be looked at as crazy for saying, like LeBron need to keep his mouth, so they gonna play the role. Well, we can't really do nothing but play the role. He got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. He got caught saying nigga.
Right.
So we can't really bash LeBron. That's easy. I can't bash LeBron for saying he's standing up for unjust shooting of a black kid who didn't have a weapon. I can't, because I'm going to look crazy. I'm going to look like what they saying we are if I come against him on that. That's easy.
Very easy.
Now this shit got real. Now where your nuts at, nigga? Swing your nuts now, nigga. It's real now. They showing us that, yeah, this how we finna handle you niggas. Now, which one of you other niggas gonna step out of line? And niggas, man. You remember anybody watch Jamie Foxx?
Yeah, the show.
You remember the episode when Jamie went in there and do he do any editing? Anything like on the computer?
Yeah.
I need you. I need you. I got the clip already, but I just ain't been able to do it. Bro, check this out, bro. This so cold. You remember the episode when this shit be so real when Jamie went in the office. He presented them a jingle and something happened with the jingle that they didn't like or whatever. And Jamie got mad. So Jamie riled up all the people in the world like, man, we already ain't getting paid enough. We need to get this and this and that for our jingle. And like, I think I remember that. We with you. Yeah, let's go. Jamie called a meeting. So the three white guys walk in. And they said, point them out. They point at Jamie. Jamie step up to him. We're going to need this and we're going to need that. We need 20% and And the white dude told him, if you don't like such and such, then all y'all fired. Jamie bucked up.
Yeah, I think I remember that episode.
Everybody else went back to work. That's what LeBron them doing. Niggas talk all that tough shit till it's time to really, really get down. Then everybody tuck their tail and go back to work.
See, Bron ain't about that smoke. He got Bronny. He got his other son coming out the way. His younger son, young son,
Bryce.
Bronny. Well, yeah.
Bryce is the youngest.
youngest.
Yeah,
Bronny is
right.
The oldest. He just signed a deal with Nike, right? I think he just signed a deal with Nike. So LeBron ain't about to do nothing to mess up not only him, he's straight for the rest of his life. But if he mess up, then that's going to fall on Bronny,
too. But that's why it's so sad, bro. You a billionaire, bro. You don't even need, like, you in a position, you really in a position, bro, where you can really swing your nuts on these folks, bro.
Yeah.
And I ain't even telling you to put it all on the line like that.
Right.
I'm just saying be real. And this what I mean by being real.
Be reasonable.
I know what kind of person you are, right?
Right.
We're going to use me and you in the same situation as Kyrie Irving. I know what kind of person you are, right? Same thing happened. You share a link. You know what I'm saying? I'm LeBron, you KD. You KD, I'm Bron. Kyrie didn't share the link. Bro, we know he ain't shared it to cause no hate. We know this man. We know that. We know he shared that because what that title was, wake up black people from Negroes to, we know that's what that was all about.
Yep.
He trying to wake. We know this. So when I get interviewed today, man, how do you feel about the Kyrie situation? All Bron had to do was say, man, listen, it's an unfortunate situation, but I know Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving got one of the biggest hearts, and you know what I'm saying? He do so much for the community now. I know he didn't share that to intentionally hurt or harm anybody. I doubt if Kyrie Irving really even knew that those hurtful things were in the documentary, you know. But, you know, we got to be aware of the stuff that we share because we got people follow. You know, we got millions of people following us. So I think it's just a learning experience for all of us and been done with it. That man really came out and condemned, brother. He did something, dog. And the man didn't even do nothing. Yeah. That's why I'm saying that these niggas is cooning, bro. Cause you ain't have to do that. Like with KD, bro. They really tried to throw KD in some mess.
Actually, I like what KD said.
Yeah, I love what KD said. And I'm saying what he said, KD basically said, bro, this is really some bullshit. Like, in so many, like, this.
I just want to go back to playing ball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All this stuff kind of went out of hand.
We could have, this shit so minute, we could have handled this in-house. Like, and then they try to come out and be like, oh, so you saying that he like, come on,
so
bro.
You agree with it. You agree with what Kyrie put out there. You know what I mean?
All I want to be is in a position where, so I believe it was Times Magazine or the Forbes list or whatever. And this was actually, I forget what platform it was on, but it was a Jewish guy who was sharing the information. Said that Jews make up almost 36% of the wealth in the United States. And by Jews, not, you know, dispersed, you know, Hebrews, the lost tribe, us. No, that identify as being white. They get pulled over and get the privilege of being white. 36%. Which means, though, we don't even make up a whole percent. Black people do not even make up a whole 1%. So now they're counting white Jews as 36%, not even including the other Caucasians that make up most of the wealth. But when you say that Jewish people have a lot of money, they're in control of a lot of industries, that's offensive. I want to get to where I can be offended because somebody's like, man, Reg making all the money.
But see,
I don't care.
The reason,
I'm up.
The reason why it's see what you got to understand, bro. The reason why it's offensive is because they're exploiting us, and what Kanye and Kyrie them are doing is trying to show us, bro. Look, they look what they doing. And that's what they don't want because. When we wake up and realize that, then what you're saying, all this wealth they got, we start to take a lot of it away from them. And that's what they don't want. I know y'all seen the Breakfast Club interview with Leo Cohen. Oh my God, y'all didn't see that?
He actually talked, because I want to say Charlamagne asked
Charlamagne asked him
about him profiting off of, you know.
Okay. You're talking about back years ago.
Yeah.
Years ago. Okay.
He was talking about
but that clip has been circulating.
Yeah, I seen it.
And Charlamagne said, well, then why you sign artists that promote
that you feel so bad about that you just
said?
Man,
that man said, I got a family to feed.
Right.
I ain't going to promote this shit to my people to make money.
Right.
But I promote it to yours.
Yeah.
And this is what Kanye and Kyrie know I'm talking about.
Right.
But see, I made a post and I said, man, my prayer is that our people somehow wake up and change our mindset and start focusing on the things that's important instead of the things that's trending. That's all we do in the black community. Whatever's trending, that's what we follow. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's sad that we really watching our race fall apart, bro. Like we witnessing this. Like I don't know if y'all see it, but I'm seeing it like clear as day, bro.
I mean,
and it's
blatant.
scary, bro.
It's blatant, but it's like what what can we actually do? I mean, we've been saying this thing for years and years and years.
You
but
got niggas trying to do something, and then you got them people doing what they doing to Kanye, and then you got us falling in line, bro. Imagine. Listen, you tell me, what the hell is Nike gonna do if every NBA player, every football player, every major league baseball player of color who got deals with Nike said, man, y'all fucking wrong. We standing with bruh. So you think they gonna suspend everybody's contract? You think the NBA gonna suspend everybody for the season? This shit's simple, bro, but we scared.
Yes, it's simple, but it's also complicated because to get us to get on one simple page. I remember, what was it, a couple years ago? We were talking about us not participating Black Friday. You know what I'm saying? To get, I mean, it's just hard to get us to get a cause and all kind of be on that. You know
because
what I mean?
We don't have the leaders, bro. And what I mean, we got people that's leading, and we got people like we leaders, but we don't have the voice. We don't have the impact. Like we need Kyrie's, we need Kanye's, we need Jay-Z's, we need LeBron's. We need these guys to really lead the way. Y'all in a position where you like Nike suspending Kyrie. This shit dude set for life financially.
Yeah.
Like you talking about, man, Kanye West ain't a billion. No, he's still worth $300-400 million. So what? So what? You know what I'm saying? And he's still gonna be able to make money, even if Kanye West right now drops some music on his own platform, he'll make some millions right now today. So we don't need them folks. Like, bro, it's simple for us to just say, man, now on this one here, y'all wrong. We standing together on this one, man. We ain't y'all. And the thing about it, bro, we don't have to. They don't even have to do it in a gangster way. Like, just be real and be like, nah. Like how Keyshawn said, nah, bro. Come on, commissioner, bro. That man apologized 2-3 times. That man called these folks his brothers and sisters. He said he loved all people from all walks. Right. He did. Like, this is simple stuff, bro. But
he laid it on thick.
Yeah, but bro, LeBron them showed me, bro, like they really not leaders. Like all that other shit you was doing for that Black Lives Matter and when the police shooting, bro, this shit fake, bro.
Yeah.
Even when you go back and think about how them niggas didn't even. All them other niggas didn't even want to be in a bubble, bro. Y'all forgot about that? Did y'all forget about that? You remember when they had the big uproar and they said LeBron stormed out because Kawhi and all them niggas was like, they ain't want to be in the bubble. Mm-hmm. He wanted to be there. It was about, man, I can get this other easy chip, brother, to put me up there with Mike. That'll be 4. You mad? Them folks didn't want to be there, dog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then they try to get mad at Kyrie Irving about that because he was trying to tell them, man, F the bubble. We need to be out here on the front line. Who was cooning behind it? Shannon Sharp. Because all he worried about it, bro, I'm finna get that ring. Man, this shit sad, bro.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. But I want to see what y'all think about that, man. Y'all comment in the comments below.
Bro, let me play. I don't mean to cut you off.
Chime in back and forth. What you got? We got to shut down here.
Yeah.
How long is it?
Nah, it's like a minute. It ain't long at all.
All right, let's go.
I'm trying to pull that John up. Hopefully, I don't know if y'all heard this, but this is some very important stuff, man.
Get it on the comments below, y'all. But until next time, continue with that executive mindset.
Most definitely,
yes,
presidential.
Salute.
Dirty.
We out.